Welcome to Route Optimization Login page. To create new account, input your details. Make sure your password is as per mentioned requirements. Now click on New Account. Your account is now created. Enter username and password to login. Now you are on driver management page. Here you can manage all your drivers. You can also manually add driver, where you can enter complete details about driver that includes shift timings, break timings, and contact details. Once done, click on Save to add new driver to the list. To add a bulk list of drivers, click on Upload a list of drivers button. Now you can upload a CSV file that contains the list of drivers. Here next to category you can input COM header name when uploading as per your CSV file. Once done, click on Save button and your data is now uploaded. When uploading an updated CSV file, there is no need to manually type header name as it is done once. You can edit an individual driver for any specific change. Simply click on Delete icon to remove any driver from the list. Search functionality is also available. Here, we will discuss stop management constraints. Basically, we will talk about three types of constraints. The first is time management constraint. The second is assign driver constraint, and the third is add interdependent stop management constraint. Let's begin by discussing the time management constraint. In this constraint, we can add a timestamp for the stops, specifying when the pickup and delivery should be completed within the given time frame. Moving on to the assign driver constraint, we can assign drivers to specific routes, Finally, in the Add Interdependent Stop Management constraint, we can input pickup and delivery locations. And multiple route locations can be added as well. For route suggestion to single driver, in assign driver constraints, single driver needs to be selected. It is mandatory to select depot address every time before to optimize. After clicking Optimize Route button, we will get optimized route and stop details. For route suggestion for multiple drivers, 2 drives are selected in the assigned driver constraints in this case. If we want to assign stops to 2 drivers working in different shift times, for that we select Pickup and Delivery Time window of some stops in the morning shift 9:30 to 13:30 and few stops in the evening shift 14:30 to 18:30. In Add Constraint during assigning driver, we have selected Neil Sharma will work in morning shift while Pranav Rathod will work in the evening shift. In Interdependent Stops Constraint, Pickup, Delivery Pair is selected. This is usually known as many-to-many route type where we support pickup stop also can be delivery stops. After clicking Optimize button, we can see that stops are assigned to 2 drivers based on their shift timings in Pickup Delivery Time window. To support service time at different stops to pick or delivery, we can type different service time and parking time column at each stop. By default, parking time is 0. Single driver is selected in assigned driver constraint to show use cases of variable services time. After clicking Optimize button, we can see working minutes, which includes both travel time and service time, while total distance gives value of how much distance traveled by each driver. To show use cases of one-to-many and many-to-one route type, 2 drivers are selected. For one-to-many route type cases, we selected depot as single pickup, and other stops as delivery locations. In many-to-one route type cases, we select collection depot as single delivery stop where pickups from all stops will be delivered. After selecting variety of route type and constraints, just one click of Optimize button will provide solution to all problems. So now here we are going to discuss about live tracking screen.
By clicking this icon, we can go to the live tracking screen.
Here from driver name dropdown you can select any driver and shift timings will change according to driver.
In this screen, you can find 2 types of live tracking.
If you want to see driver's current location, you can click on first round button. And if you want to see driver's complete route, you can click on second round button.
If the driver is not logged into the application by today, or if no route is assigned to the driver today, both scenarios will result in an error.
Here, I am encountering an error when attempting to retrieve the current location of the selected driver.
Additionally, when trying to obtain their assigned route for today, I am also encountering an error.
Now let us take a driver who is already logged in, and his route has been assigned.
So here I am taking this driver and finding its current location. Here you can see the current location of the driver. Now I am going to find his current assigned route. And here you can see that this route is assigned to the driver today.
Solid line between 2 stop is the route completed by driver, and dotted line shows route yet to be completed. As driver has not started his job, there is no solid line in the present map.
Route between 2 green colored stops will be upcoming route, whereas stops colored as red will visited afterwards based on the chronological order.
By clicking this icon, you can access the history screen.
In this screen, users can view the history of completed routes for last 50 days for each driver.
Here, you can see that there are 3 drivers who have completed their routes on different dates.
If a user wants to know more details, they can click on this action button.
When the user clicks on the action button, it will be redirected to the history detail page where users can find all the details including drivers' total deliveries and ratings.
In the delivery documents section, users can find all the documents uploaded by the driver. Documents can include signature and proof of delivery photos. By clicking on the download button, users can download the document.
In the stop details section, users can find the complete details of the stops covered by the driver.
It also displays the driver's arrival time at each stop.
In the map section, users can find the route traveled by the driver. This video is about how to add new stops with previously scheduled stops to the driver. After clicking Optimize Route button, route is created for single driver and scheduled stop details are shown here. Now if we click on Publish Route button, stops will be assigned to the driver, but if user wants to add new stops before assigning to the driver, he can click on the Add Stops button. In the pop-up, user should fill the details of the stops. To add more stops, Add New Stop button needs to be clicked. Here I am adding only one stop and now optimizing the route. So our route is successfully optimized with extra stop and added stop details are here. User can also modify constraints based on the need. Here I am adding one more driver to the route and optimizing it. Now our route is successfully optimized with new added constraints. Next I am going to discuss on adding new stops when route is already assigned to the driver and even driver finished queue pickup or delivery task. For that I have created one optimized route for single driver and scheduled stop detail are here. Here I am going to publish this route and for that Publish Route button is clicked. Now driver can find all the route details in his phone. If user wants to add new stops after assigning route to the driver, he can click on the Add Stops button. In the pop-up, user should fill the details of the stops. To add more stops, Add New Stop button needs to be clicked. Here I am adding only one stop and now optimizing the route, so our route is successfully optimized with new stop and added stop details are here. Again, we need to click on the Publish Route button to assign this updated route to the driver.
In the RouteMate mobile app, the driver needs to log in using his contact number. If credentials are wrong, he will receive an error message indicating login failed. So now, I am logging in with the correct credentials. After logging in, the driver can find the details of today's assigned route and stops. The driver needs to give permission for location access to enable live location tracking. Here, we can see that 6 stops are assigned to the driver on this route. Whichever stop the driver needs to complete will be activated. Currently, the driver has not completed any stops, so the first stop is activated. At each stop, the driver can find details of the number of pickups, number of deliveries, and total pickups and deliveries. By clicking on the map icon, the driver will find the optimized path from his current location to the stop's location. Here, we can see the optimized path where the red pin represents the driver's current location, and it will move along with the driver's movement. After reaching the stop location, the driver needs to click on that particular stop. Here, the driver can find all the details of the stop, including attachments and a notes section. In the photo section, the driver needs to take a live picture for proof of delivery, and in the signature section, the driver needs to obtain the customer's signature. To take a live picture, click on the Add Photo button. Here, I am taking a live picture. There is also a retry option available to take the photo again. Once the photo is captured, click on the OK button. To add a signature, click on the Add Signature button. Take the customer's signature on the board and click on the OK button to save the signature. In the Notes section, add a completion note and click on Confirm Completion to complete the stop. Here, we can see that the first stop is completed with a green tick, and the next stop is activated. All stops will be activated sequentially, so the driver needs to complete the route in the specified stop sequence only. By clicking on the top right button, the driver can log out from the application.